Well, I'm here at the Cirro Lite stand here, IBC 2016. I've got David Morphy with me. Hi, David.
Good morning.
Good morning, David. We're going to talk about this, the new Select. Tell us about it.
Right, so this year, well, we showed the Select last year, but it was only half the system it is this year because unlike our previous products and all products on the market which are closed architecture, this is an open architecture system where you can upgrade software. So what that means is that we have a computer and we can control the spectrum to a very fine degree.
Okay.
And so the advantages you'd expect from LEDs like dimming without color shift are there as a given. But we also, when we shift color now, we're not just shifting in a straight line between tungsten and daylight. Right. We're following the black body radiator curve or the Planckian curve, which means that halfway through your Kelvin shift, say at 4,500 Kelvin, you no longer have a magenta hue because you've gone in a straight line and you're undershooting that black body line. Yeah. So there's a lot of algorithms in there to do that. We also, on the product, which came with the very first unit, we have a full magenta and green shift. Yeah. Which means that you can match off-color sources like fluorescent lights in offices, or you can tune it to a specific camera's requirement for a little shift to green or magenta. And you can be very, very fine in the control of that green magenta hue, and you can set it and leave it there if it matches a particular camera you're using, and then obviously change it when you get a new camera. So that's a great advantage and a great step forward for LEDs. But this year, what we've really got, which is exciting, is we have a new mode, which is color mode. Yep. So in color mode, we have all the same features that we had in white mode, yep. Which we had last year. But in color mode, we have basically the ability to do a few things. We can go to a gel selector, and in gel, we've got a few hundred gels already programmed in. And we can go through very saturated pastel shades, pretty much any color gamut you want, we can reproduce. And a lot of the gels are already pre-programmed in, and you can just dial them in. Further to that, we also have a few of our own colors we put in. And those Kino Flo colors are things like green screen and blue screen. Yeah. We have mercury vapor for shooting in a factory, sodium street lighting. We've got daylight, sky blue daylight, we've got candle flame. So those are all spectrums that we've captured. Yep. And redesigned this to work, to produce. But further to that, we also have the ability to set the white point. Yep. So you can decide whether you want to replicate putting a gel on a tungsten or a daylight light. Yep. And then you can dial in the hue and angle and produce any gel color or match any color up to 2 million colors basically in the spectrum within Rec 2020, pretty much. So you have great flexibility here. We have an app on our iPhone called Stagehand, which is free, which gives you the actual coordinates to dial in any Lee, Roscoe, GAM color. Just by bringing it up, you can really just scroll through, decide on a color you like. You can then go to that angle, and then you can decide how saturated you want that color by looking at the screen and deciding how much of that, how deep you want that color to match maybe another source on the set. So total flexibility. And on top of that, it runs off battery, it's wireless, Lumen radio, which is industry standard DMX wireless. So it's a phenomenally easy product to use on location.
David, is an amazing product, as always, from you guys. If people haven't been able to see you here this year at IBC and they want to find out more about the Select LED and your other range of products, what's the website?
Well, I think for this, you can go to cirrolite.com and have a look, and you can also go to kinoflo.com. And if you want demonstrations, and obviously there are showrooms in the UK, R1 predominantly for a very in-depth look, or through any of our retailers.
David, thank you very much. Go and have a look at the website. Link is on screen now. Find out more information about the amazing Select LED from Kino Flo. Everything else we're doing here at IBC you'll find on our website, KITPLUS.com.